In this video, we will see how to make a bezel setting. So what I will use here is this ring that we did make together into the first chapter, and I will just modify it to take a big gem in the center here. So I will go in edit mode. I will just select here the loop at this side. You have to be sure that it's the loop that is in the middle on top here, on top view, and you will enable that, so the connected with connected only option, so the proportional editing. I will come back to proportional editing in the next videos here. So what we do without proportional editing, if you make SY, you can see you have only these vertices that goes. If you use proportional editing and make SY here, you can see that you have a kind of here circle, big circle that here gives more strength to other vertices not far. So you can just play with that. Me, I would like something around, something like that, maybe. Yeah, you can take this kind of, yeah, maybe a little more big like this to have a more straight design, something around there. Okay, perfect. Now I can add now the big stone that I would like to add. So let's go for that, and we will add here a gem. We can so this technique will work for whatever gem. Okay, so it will make a setting around the gem from the shape of the gem. So it will work with all the gems that you have here for sure. So I will take oval, yeah, let's take oval to make this kind of technique, and maybe it will be citrine to have a shape like that. Okay, and I will make a big stone, so something like this might be okay. It has to be a big stone, big enough, maybe something like that. Okay, I will make GZ to be sure, and R the 90 degrees to put it well. So yeah, it's something like that that I want, and I would like to now play with the design, maybe a little less big, something like this. Like this would be enough. So I would like to make now a setting for this kind of stone, and here I would like to create this kind of material around, okay, to have a band of metal here all around like that. So I come back there and I show you how to make that. To make that, we will use the oval here. So here I will add a new collection. This will be the stone, okay, and from this stone you can see that in edit mode I have the possibility to select the around the stone like that, around the shape of the stone. So for that you just have to go into edit mode with vertices selection mode and select the first one and make control click to select all around. I go in here in wireframe view like this. You can see more what I do. Okay, the goal will be to really have the good size and to take everything like that, so to have the line around that is exactly the shape on top view. And now I can duplicate this, and with P I will separate the selection. Now I have another object, it's only the line, and this one we will call it bezel setting. Just like that. So from this object we will remove the material that is inside. So now you can see this oval. has the material here citrine. Okay, we want to remove this material from the bezel setting because we don't want citrine for this material. This one we want some gold or something else. We will manage the materials later, but for now I just want to remove it like this. When I will extrude it, it will stay gray like the other object, and now I can play with that. So to make it well, I will select everything and maybe go into isolation mode like that. Like this I can really see what's happening. So in front view I don't have a straight line, I have something with curves or something like that. So what I will do, I will make SZ0 to flatten everything like this. Now I can extrude that into the z-axis like EZ. Okay, you can see that we have some strange faces that some are gray, some are light gray, some are dark gray. We select everything and make Shift N to recalculate normals like that. And like this we are sure that we have a good orientation of the normals, and you can see now everything is resolved. So I come back now with the oval and the shape like this, okay, to see what's happening. So we have a shape like this, and we can add now a modifier here, solidify. So this solidify, we will put it into the outside, so offset here outside, and we will increase the thickness. And you can see that now we have the perfect shape to give us some material here. We can take here just this loop and make a GZ to put it a little more like this. Okay, and we can add a bevel modifier too, because there is a bevel modifier that can work perfectly with that. And you can see that it will make here a good roundish shape at this place. So you can play with the amount and the segments. So maybe the segments like that, like this will be enough. And just come back here, select this loop and make a GZ like this without proportional editing for sure. And be sure that it doesn't go inside, outside the design. So it can be like that. Make a shade smooth, and you have here the setting for whatever shape. So it works for everything. If you take, for example, a gem here, another kind of gem, it will work for everything, even heart or whatever, it will work. So I give you other little things that you can do. If, for example, you want something higher and you want something that goes here, you can take this and come back only with this loop and make a GZ to put it like that. Okay, you can even play with the size of the top and of the bottom here. For example, if you make S here, you will have different design. Can be interesting. It works as well. Okay, you can play with the size of the design, for example, just in S axis, for example, in X axis. So if I make SX, you can see I can make something like that and scale it up a little just like this to have the design that goes there, and make a GZ, and you will have this kind of shape as well. Can be interesting. Sometimes you can use it too. So from this shape too, if you apply it, let's say for example you want something like that. Okay, so you can apply the modifiers that are already here and make, for example, a line inside or outside, or let's say I would like something like this more with GZ. Okay, scale it up a little. Perfect. And now I would like to have a line around that could be used for adding other gems, maybe, who knows. So for example, I can just take this bezel setting base, okay, duplicate it. There is a Shift D here, sorry, and this one will be applied. now we have the applied. I will hide the base and play with the applied. I will apply everything here. Okay, now we have this kind of design here. We have the possibility, for example, to make a rail at this part. So I make a Control R, then a Control B, and then extrude, right click and Alt S to put it inside like that. Okay, we can make an auto smooth here, and we have, for example, the possibility to add little gems around or whatever. So it can be useful to apply the modifier. The base is always with these two modifiers here, whatever. It's always with solidify and bevel. So I show you just quickly how to make it with the hurt, for example. So I will just add a new collection and we will call it stone hurt. Okay, and into that one we will add a gem. This gem will be an hurt, and we click on OK. So it's a big one, maybe a little too big. We will make a GZ to see that. Yeah, it's far too big, and we don't want to be we don't want it to be outside here. So I will make GY and GZ a little outside like that. Into this place, GY, okay, maybe a little bigger. Perfect. So now we can play with the design inside, and you can see that we have a line as well. So this line will be just like the first one. So we will make something like this. Just with Control key, Control click, we will select everything inside, everything outside, sorry, and until we have the entire line. So in wireframe view, we have everything like that. Okay, I duplicate that, make P to separate it, okay, for example, and call it bezel setting base. Okay, now I take all these vertices, I remove here the citrine material in object mode. It will not work in edit mode. And then I make SZ0, make a EZ here until it goes inside. Then select everything, make Shift N to recalculate normals. This one is very important. And then you can play with the modifier here, solidify, with the offset outside, play with the thickness here until you have what you want, and play with everything, and you are good. So be careful be careful of display. Sometimes it can create, when you have a sharp design like that, it can create overlapping, but for our case it's not that important. We will see with the modifier bevel if it creates problems. It seems okay. We have everything that we need now. So make a shade auto smooth here, or shade smooth as you want, and you have your setting, and you can play with the design as well. So that's it for this video. In the next video we will see how to work with the facets and with the tool that the name is poke.